In the lofty realms of the Andes, where the sky kisses the earth, a majestic giant reigns, the Vultur Gryphus, or the Andean Condor. Revered as a symbol of power and freedom, this magnificent bird has captivated human imagination for centuries. Join us as we embark on a journey to uncover the secrets of the Andean Condor, exploring its evolutionary history, ecological significance, and the challenges it confronts. Soaring majestically above the peaks of the Andes, the Andean Condor, Vultur Gryphus, is one of the most iconic birds in South America. With its impressive wingspan and striking appearance, this avian giant has captured the imagination of people for centuries, playing a significant role in the mythology and culture of Andean civilizations. The Andean Condor is not just a cultural symbol, it's a marvel of nature and evolution. As one of the largest flying birds in the world, it has adapted to life in some of the most challenging environments on Earth. From the coastal deserts of Peru to the snow-capped peaks of Patagonia, the Andean Condor's range spans a diverse array of habitats, showcasing its remarkable adaptability. Despite its size and cultural significance, the Andean Condor faces numerous challenges in the modern world. Habitat loss, human persecution, and environmental contamination have all taken their toll on condor populations, leading to its classification as a vulnerable species by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN. Evolutionary history. The Andean Condor, Vultur Gryphus, belongs to the family Cathartidae, which includes the New World vultures. This family has a complex evolutionary history that has intrigued scientists for decades. Originally, New World vultures were thought to be closely related to Old World vultures due to their similar appearance and ecological niche. However, genetic studies have revealed that this similarity is a result of convergent evolution rather than close genetic relatedness. The ancestors of modern New World vultures, including the Andean Condor, likely diverged from other bird lineages during the Paleocene epoch, approximately 60 to 65 million years ago. This places their origin shortly after the mass extinction event that wiped out the non-avian dinosaurs, suggesting that these early vultures may have evolved to take advantage of the ecological niches left vacant by this catastrophic event. Fossil evidence of early cathartid vultures dates back to the Eocene epoch, around 34 to 56 million years ago. These fossils, found primarily in North America and Europe, indicate that the family once had a much wider distribution than it does today. The genus Vultur, to which the Andean Condor belongs, is thought to have emerged later, possibly during the Miocene epoch, around 5 to 23 million years ago. The Andean Condor's evolution has been shaped by its environment. The uplift of the Andes Mountains, which began around 25 million years ago and intensified about 10 million years ago, likely played a crucial role in the speciation of Vultur Gryphus. As the mountains rose, they created new habitats and barriers, potentially isolating condor populations and driving their adaptation to high-altitude environments. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Andean Condor's evolution is its adaptation to high-altitude flight. The bird has evolved a number of physiological traits that allow it to function efficiently in the thin air of the Andes, including an enlarged heart and a higher hemoglobin concentration in its blood, which enhances oxygen-carrying capacity. The Andean Condor's large size is another product of its evolutionary history. In a process known as island gigantism, the isolation of the Andean mountain range may have allowed the condor to evolve to a larger size without competition from other large scavenging birds. This increased size provides advantages in terms of flight efficiency and the ability to fast for long periods between meals. Morphological description. The Andean Condor is a truly impressive bird, renowned for its size and distinctive appearance. As one of the largest flying birds in the world, it boasts a wingspan that can reach up to 3.3 meters, 10.8 feet, and a body length of up to 1.3 meters, 4.3 feet. Adult males typically weigh between 11 to 15 kilograms, 24 to 33 pounds, while females are slightly smaller, weighing 8 to 11 kilograms, 18 to 24 pounds. One of the most striking features of the Andean Condor is its bald head and neck. In adult birds, this skin is a reddish color and can change hue depending on the bird's emotional state. This lack of feathers is an adaptation for hygiene, as it prevents blood and other debris from sticking to the bird's head when it feeds on carcasses. The condor's plumage is primarily black, with a distinctive white ruff at the base of the neck and white patches on the wings. These white flight feathers are particularly visible when the bird is in flight. The tail feathers are relatively short and wedge-shaped, aiding in the bird's aerodynamic efficiency. Male Andean condors can be distinguished from females by the presence of a large comb or carbuncle on top of their heads and a wattle on their necks. These fleshy protuberances become more pronounced as the male matures and play a role in courtship displays. The Andean condor's beak is well adapted for its scavenging lifestyle. It's hooked and exceptionally strong, capable of tearing through tough hides and sinew. The bird's feet, while large, have relatively weak talons compared to those of predatory birds, as they are used primarily for walking and grasping rather than for killing prey. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Andean condor's morphology is its adaptations for high-altitude flight. The bird's wings are exceptionally long and broad, with a high aspect ratio, the ratio of wingspan to wing width. This wing shape allows for efficient soaring flight, enabling the condor to cover vast distances with minimal energy expenditure. The Andean condor's respiratory system is also specialized for high-altitude living. Like other birds, it has air sacs connected to its lungs, but these are particularly well developed in the condor. This system allows for a continuous flow of oxygen-rich air through the lungs, even during exhalation, maximizing oxygen uptake in the thin mountain air. Ecology. The Andean condor plays a crucial role in its ecosystem as a scavenger. As one of the largest avian scavengers in South America, it helps to clean up carcasses, recycling nutrients and potentially limiting the spread of disease. This ecological service is particularly important in the high Andes, where decomposition rates are slowed by the cold temperatures. Vultur Gryphus is an obligate scavenger, meaning it feeds almost exclusively on carrion. Its diet primarily consists of large mammals, including both wild species like guanacos and domestic livestock such as cattle and sheep. The condor's keen eyesight allows it to spot carcasses from great distances, and it often follows other scavengers, such as turkey vultures, to food sources. The Andean condor's feeding ecology is closely tied to its social behavior. These birds often feed in groups, with a clear dominance hierarchy. Larger, more dominant individuals typically feed first, while smaller or younger birds wait their turn. This social feeding behavior may help younger condors learn about food sources and feeding techniques from more experienced individuals. In terms of its position in the food web, the Andean condor has few natural predators as an adult. However, eggs and chicks can fall victim to predators such as foxes, pumas, and other large birds of prey. The condor's main ecological pressures come from human activities, including habitat loss, hunting, and poisoning, both intentional and unintentional. The Andean condor's range overlaps with several other scavenging bird species, including the turkey vulture, Cathartes aura, and the black vulture, Corygyps atratus. While there is some competition for food resources, the condor's larger size generally allows it to dominate at carcasses. Additionally, its ability to fast for long periods and travel great distances allows it to exploit food sources that may be out of reach for smaller scavengers. As a top scavenger, the Andean condor can serve as an indicator species for ecosystem health. Changes in condor populations or behavior can signal broader ecological issues, such as declines in large mammal populations or the presence of environmental toxins. Habitat and behavior. The Andean condor's habitat ranges from the Pacific coast of South America to the high peaks of the Andes Mountains. While it's most closely associated with mountainous regions, it can be found in a variety of habitats, including grasslands, deserts, and coastal areas. The bird's range extends from Venezuela in the north to Tierra del Fuego in the south, covering parts of Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina. In terms of altitude, Andean condors have been observed at elevations ranging from sea level to over 5,000 meters, 16,400 feet. They typically roost and nest on steep cliffs or rock faces, which provide protection from predators and suitable ledges for nesting. One of the most impressive aspects of the Andean condor's behavior is its flying ability. These birds are masters of soaring flight, able to cover vast distances with minimal energy expenditure. They use thermals and updrafts along mountain slopes to gain altitude, then glide for long distances, sometimes traveling over 200 kilometers, 124 miles, in a single day in search of food. Andean condors are generally social birds, often seen roosting, feeding, and flying in groups. However, they typically pair off during the breeding season. Courtship involves elaborate displays, with males puffing out their neck wattles and engaging in ritualized movements to attract females. The breeding behavior of Andean condors is characterized by a low reproductive rate. Pairs typically produce only one egg every other year, and both parents invest heavily in raising their single chick. The egg is incubated for about 54 to 58 days, and the chick remains dependent on its parents for several months after hatching. This slow reproductive rate makes the species particularly vulnerable to population declines. Andean condors exhibit interesting bathing behaviors, often seen taking baths in shallow water or rain puddles. This behavior is thought to help with feather maintenance and thermoregulation. Communication in Andean condors is primarily visual and behavioral, as they lack a syrinx, voice box, and are generally silent birds. They use body postures, head movements, and displays of their caruncles and wattles to communicate with each other. The daily activity pattern of Andean condors typically involves leaving the roost in the morning to search for food, spending the middle of the day soaring and searching, and returning to the roost in the late afternoon or evening. However, they can adjust this pattern based on food availability and weather conditions. Conclusion. The Andean condor, Vultur Gryphus, stands as a testament to the wonders of evolution and the remarkable adaptability of life on Earth. From its impressive size and specialized morphology to its complex social behaviors and crucial ecological role, the condor embodies the intricate connections between an organism and its environment. As we've explored, the Andean condor's evolutionary journey has equipped it with unique adaptations for life in the challenging environments of South America. Its large wingspan and efficient respiratory system allow it to soar effortlessly through the thin air of the Andes, while its bare head and powerful beak make it an effective scavenger. These adaptations not only ensure the condor's survival but also allow it to perform vital ecosystem services, cleaning up carrion and recycling nutrients across vast landscapes. However, the future of the Andean condor is far from secure. Despite its cultural significance and ecological importance, the species faces numerous threats in the modern world. Habitat loss due to human expansion and land use changes continues to shrink the condor's range. Poisoning, both intentional and as a byproduct of lead ammunition in hunter-killed carcasses, poses a significant risk. Climate change threatens to alter the delicate balance of the Andean ecosystems upon which the condor depends. Conservation efforts for the Andean condor highlight the complex challenges of protecting wide-ranging species in a human-dominated world. Success stories, such as reintroduction programs and the establishment of protected areas, offer hope. Yet, long-term conservation will require addressing broader issues of land use, pollution, and human-wildlife conflict. The story of the Andean condor reminds us of the intricate web of life that exists in every ecosystem. As a top scavenger, the condor's fate is tied to the health of entire food chains, from the grass that feeds herbivores to the apex predators that create carrion. By protecting the condor, we protect entire mountain ecosystems and the services they provide to human communities. Moreover, the Andean condor serves as a powerful symbol of wilderness and freedom, capturing the human imagination and fostering a connection to the natural world. In many ways, the future of the Andean condor reflects our own relationship with nature, our ability to coexist with wildlife, to balance development with conservation, and to recognize the intrinsic value of biodiversity. As we conclude our exploration of Vultur Gryphus, we are left with a sense of awe at the majesty of this remarkable bird, and a renewed appreciation for the diversity of life on our planet. The Andean condor's story is far from over, and its future will be shaped by our actions and decisions. By understanding and protecting species like the Andean condor, we not only preserve the rich tapestry of life on Earth but also safeguard the health and resilience of the ecosystems upon which we all depend.